Thank you for tuning in to the Survivor Not By Chance podcast. We discuss survivor stories from all walks of life with guests who have turned their traumatic experiences into inspirational stories. The show is for entertainment purposes only. We do not claim to be medical professionals, nor do we give medical advice. Let's get started. Come on in and enjoy the show.
Hi, welcome to Survivor Not By Chance podcast. I am your host, Aisya C, and I'm super excited to have my special guest with me today, Robert H. He is such a phenomenal warrior. He's been through so much. He survived some amazing challenges. And so I'm so excited to relaunch my show with my brother as my special guest on the first episode of this second season. And so my first show, the first season, we just basically, did a monologue and I just told my story. And at the end of the season, I interviewed my mom, my biological mother, where we went into detail on some of my traumas and my experiences. So this show will be broadcast live on Facebook, as well as YouTube, as well as Twitter. And we will be on some audio platforms such as Buzzsprout, Pandora. We will also be on StreamYard. I'm not StreamYard. Oh, we will also be on Spreaker and so many different other platforms. So you're in for a treat. Let's get started. Robert, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Mrs.
All right, so I'm so excited. Let's go on our journey together back in 2013 it was? Or was it 14? 2014. So I'll give you guys just a little brief background. My brother and I, we have the same father, biological father. So we didn't grow up together all the time and we kind of lost contact. And throughout the years, I always wanted to see my brother, and I know he always wanted to see me. We just didn't have a way to communicate and connect with each other. And so I would say, I'm looking for, I need to find my brother. I really want to find my brother. And I don't know how I'm going to find him or what's going to happen, but I miss my brother and I want to see him and I want to have a relationship with him. And by this time, I was an adult with 2 children and I couldn't find a way to find him. He was in like 5 different states away from me, and I just was praying at the time, just like praying like, God, please just bring my brother back into my life. And I got a phone call one day from someone and they said, your brother was shot. And my heart stopped. My heart stopped because I'm like, oh man, what if he don't make it? I was like, I'm not going to think that way. My brother's going to make it. I'm going to find him. I don't know where he is, but I'm going to find him. And so I'm a super geek nerd and I love researching everything. And I just was calling every hospital I can find in the state of Virginia, just calling and calling and calling and calling. And I was in New Jersey. And finally I made a breakthrough, but because he was shot, they couldn't give me information because of the severity of the case. So I said to the nurse, I was just trying to be as creative as possible. I said, nurse, I understand. I said to the operator, I said, I understand you can't give information out. I know he's here. Can you please just send me to the nurse's station? So they sent me to the nurse's station, and the nurse's station said, oh, I can't give you any information either. I said, how about this? This is my number. Please give it to my brother's mother in the morning. And when she comes, I know she'll call me. Just give her my number. And as sure enough, I remembered his mom's sweet as pie. Sweet as pie. She called me in the morning And I was just crying. I was just so happy that I found him. I knew that I had to find him, and so I did find him. I packed my kids in a car and we drove to Virginia. And when I got there, I knew I couldn't take my children with me, so my cousin came with me. And then I walked in the hospital and they wasn't going to let me up. And I said, "Ma'am, I understand visiting hours is over, but I just drove 6 hours away. Can you please let me see my brother?" And I said, "The nurses are already aware that I'm coming." And so, thank goodness it was in the state of Virginia and not up North Jersey because they wouldn't let me in the hospital. But I did go inside, and as soon as I walked in a room, immediately. Do you remember what you said?
I said, "Hey, sis."
As soon as I walked in the room, he said, "Hey, sis." And I think I started crying. We both were crying. And at that point, and what I can't, you were in ICU. Were you conscious before I came in the room?
She was the first person came in conscious.
Wow. Yeah,
it
so
was crazy. I actually recognized.
Yeah, and we hadn't seen each other in like 10 to 15 years. We hadn't seen each other since we were children. And as soon as I walked in the room, he wasn't even conscious before I went in there, but I was praying, driving. I just had faith. Like, my brother's going to make it. Like, I don't care what nobody say. My brother is going to be okay. And I just kept having that mindset driving. And I knew when I got there that he would be okay. And when I came in, as soon as I came in the door, he said, "Hey, sis." And I couldn't believe he remembered me, number one.
Right.
So how did it feel when you saw me walk in that room?
Like you was my aunt. All the families, I was just like, "Ain't showing up." First was just mind blowing. You know?
Yeah. That made me feel even more fulfilled because I knew that I knew I had to get there. Like, I told my job, I said, "I'm not coming in. I'm taking off. I need to go to Virginia. I got to see about my brother." And I'm just so grateful it worked out. So let's go forward and talk about what happened. And just so everyone know, we are open and transparent at this time. We want to bring awareness to gun violence. Okay, gun violence is something that it's a tragedy that happens throughout this whole entire country, and we need to bring awareness to what it does to the families. Okay, so many situations that happen in the world where people are killed or shot or in tragedy situations, and people don't think about what it does to the families. And so that's what we're bringing here today. We're bringing you a different perspective on gun violence. So Robert, let's go into it. Did you ever think that you would end up in a situation like this?
No, ma'am. I mean, I'm pretty sure, young male always, experience things. But I thought I'd be in a
I didn't hear you.
I said, I never thought I'd
Yeah, yeah. And then, like, so tell our viewers what, not in specific detail what happened, but where you were shot, and what type of gun it was, as well as the surgeries you had.
So I was out hanging out with my friend early in the morning. Matter of fact, it was Super Bowl day. We was prepping up, getting right, go get some stuff like that. Like 7, I believe, morning. And one of the guys that you've had problems. Hold on, let me see. That sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I had problems. So I didn't understand that. So one thing led to another. Approached me with his gun. By the time I blinked, I heard 2 gunshots. Then I heard more gunshots. By the time I heard 2 gunshots, I was already get out of the situation.
Right. And where were you shot?
I was shot in the ass, shot in the foot.
Okay. And what type of gun was it that you were shot with?
It was a 9mm.
Okay. And when you went to the hospital, well, I remember when your mom told me what the nurses and the doctors said, that they didn't think you were going to make it because you were so small. Like, you've always been very small frame, and you were so small. You had lost so much blood.
But one that was I always drunk out of foods. I always I drank water all day. Every that I drink water, juice all day. I don't drink no. And just so happened, the guy. It was a guy. The guy that my life. I wish I could stay and thank him. He was a fellow. Be there with police. He had to be. But first person came on scene, put pressure on my and was talking to me.
Well, I just want to say, whoever this person is that helped save my brother's life, if you can please reach out to me. My email address is survivornotbychance@gmail.com, and it's on the bottom of the screen. You can find me anywhere. Survivor Not By Chance is literally all over Google. You can find me anywhere. Please, whoever you are, was it February?
Yes, ma'am. It was
February 14th, 2014. My brother was shot. It was Chesapeake, Virginia. And you were there on the scene, and you helped my brother. Please reach out to me. We would love to meet you and have a conversation with you. We can even bring you on the show to tell your side of this story and how you were such a brave person to come in and put the pressure on my brother's stomach and to, talk to him, just to bring him and keep him conscious for the ambulance to get there. So whoever you are, we salute you. And we bring love, peace, and harmony to whoever you are. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, bro. So let's talk about the injuries you had as a result of this incident.
Okay, so I had to take rehab, surgery. So after that, I was stressed. I wasn't in the right state.
Yeah.
And they kept giving me pills. And I wasn't that person. So that would be crazy too. I'm like, no. I just want to get back. That's it.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry. Echo. I apologize.
You good? You good, baby? You ain't gotta apologize. You good?
My family texted me. Echo, I apologize.
No, you good? No worries. So,
yes,
the surgery, you had surgeries as well, right? You had multiple surgeries.
Yes, ma'am.
What surgeries you had?
I don't.
Yeah, so I remember your mom was saying that you had to have some surgeries done to either your kidneys or your lungs. I know a lot of that part of your life. Yeah, a lot of that part, you were like literally in and out at that time because you were conscious when I came in, but then you went back out and then you came back in. So a lot of it, I know you were forgetting a lot of what happened during that time. And it's such a traumatic event to rehash and try to remember, But I do remember there were multiple surgeries, and I can't remember if you needed a blood transfusion or not, but I just know that it was a whole lot of surgeries that you needed, and you were just in and out of consciousness. And I know your mom was worried. I was worried. I know the whole family was worried.
Yeah, everybody was there for me. That many people in the world praying for you. What not? But
Yeah. Yeah. And, people don't understand support goes a long way.
long
A
way.
phone call, a text message, support goes a long way. You never know what someone is experiencing. You never know what someone is going through. And so it is our obligation as a human race to just be kind to people. And I always say this, and I say this a lot, and some people think that I'm just saying it just to say it. My brothers will tell you, this is just how I am. I've always been this way. Like, I just love to give love. And if we don't have people giving love to us, how can we get through tragic situations? How can we make it through situations where we feel like we're all alone?
Yes.
A lot of people don't know how to get through things because they're alone. And being alone is hard. So I'm so grateful that even though I wasn't able to be there, you have a huge family with you in Virginia when I left.
Can I touch that top?
Absolutely.
It's crazy how when we think we're alone, it's always somebody that either think about you or know you, or just just give you positive vibes. So in the same time when I got that shot, I knew that many people in the neighborhood knew me as a saying, why did I get shot? And they were saying my name to me, and they did ask of me as being nice person.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You don't realize how much of effect you have on people,
Yes.
You just being yourself, being genuine, being authentic, and you have a huge effect on people. Just by being nice and being kind, it doesn't hurt. And that's one thing I can say that I've always loved about my sisters as well, but my brothers have always been, sis, I got you. Like, you need me, I got you. I love you, sis. Like, my brothers have never hesitated to tell me that, and I'm grateful to have that. And at one point in my life, I did not have my brothers around. And so I was the one who took the initiative. Like, I found one of my brothers on Facebook. And I found Robert in a hospital, but I found him. So let's talk about what you're doing now in regards to, like, not what you're doing now, but like, what did you do to mentally get yourself to the space where you felt okay again?
All right, now, so I'm not saying that you probably all humans.
Right.
All I can say is, boy, I had a large. To this day, I still have from my stomach. And my aunt used to have hair, and she was the type of person without like blood, none of that stuff. Hell to my mom was like, she got my aunt and said, you know what? And that was the best I could ever feel after that. So I would stay all the time, whatever. And my aunt was like, you take it through. Push it through. And cut is me. The same thing. You gonna take it through. And I'm still just look at me. That was the main thing I was focusing.
Yes, and you absolutely made it. You made it through it, and I'm so proud of you because, when something like that happens, it can take you into a really deep, dark place. It's so many people who are in situations where they end up being depressed, like really bad, and it's hard for them to come out of that. And I'm grateful that you didn't go down that road. We all have ups and downs, right? We all have ups and downs. But the most important thing is, even through those ups and downs, you still keep pushing forward. You still keep going. You still keep growing. You still keep evolving. You don't allow anything to stop you or hinder your progress and your growth. With that being said, we're going to end on a note on growth, and we're going to bring you a short commercial break real quick. Stay tuned.
Thank you for visiting Lovey's Hands. Please do us a favor and drop by our webpage at www.loveyshands for your hair needs, your spiritual needs, and your jewelry needs. We have you covered. Get growing with us at Lovey's Hands.
All right. So, any person who wants to grow their hair, lovesyshand.com. Let me tell you about this hair grow. This hair oil is called Iana oil. That oil will make your hair grow. It will moisturize your hair, and it will be full, long, luxurious, no issues. It's my favorite. I use it all the time. My daughter, when we run out, she's like, "Mommy, where's my oil? I need some more oil. Hurry up and go get some." So stop by Lovey's Hand. They have waist beads. They have some crystals, crystal bracelets, quite a few items. Lovesyshand.com. All right, Robert, let's get going. So, when you were shot, you had how many children at that time?
At that time, I had.
Okay, I see you now.
I said at that time, I had.
2?
Yes.
Okay. How many you have now?
I have a total of 5.
Yes! Yes! Let me tell you, we procreating around here, okay? And it's so amazing because at one point we didn't know if he was going to be here, and now you've been able to procreate and bring more life into this world. Beautiful, amazing children that are growing and prosperous, abundant children. And you are also prosperous and growing. You have some amazing skills. You've been able to get back to work, even being through all of these traumatic events. You still have been able to get to work.
Yes.
So, what skills do you have?
So yes, into like and I'm sorry, material move service. Sorry, my seat's long.
You're fine.
Gosh, building, did scaffolding, right, moving, but but what else? She's long.
You do a lot. Basically, you're doing a lot, bro. Yeah. You're doing a lot.
Electrician. Man, I go.
Awesome. So I'm so grateful. I'm so honored. I'm so blessed. I'm so humbled to be able to even have a relationship with you as a brother and a sister. Like, it's amazing to see your growth. It's amazing to see how well you, like, your mentality is amazing. The way you think, the way you process how to help other people. You know, you don't always just think about yourself. You're always thinking about, what can I do for, for our other brother? What can you do for your sister? Like, what can you do for your children? And after going through everything that you went through and still have that positive outlook on life, that is so rare and it's so unique. It is something that a lot of people don't have. So we're going to start wrapping up. Does anyone have any questions? I've been looking at the chat. Let me shout out some people here. It's so many comments. Thank you, all my viewers. This is the first launch night and it's so many viewers. So we have so many comments up here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Amazing. Look at all this love you getting, Rob. You're getting a lot of love.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much. All right, let me see. Oh my goodness. You are a great humanitarian. Oh my goodness. Yes, so we got some wonderful comments up here. So Robert always shares so much love to his family and everyone he's connected to. Yes, that is my brother.
Thank you.
Someone said, Robert, you are a hero. Oh my goodness. So many. Look at this. This is all love. This is an example of who you are as a person. Okay. This is an example. Look at this. Look at this. This is an example. So proud of you. Love you. Amazing.
I love all y'all. Appreciate love so much. And I pray everybody just being around me, because I'm supposed to really be here.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to leave with our viewers before we go?
Yeah. That everybody go and just try to make the best, because you never know. You don't have to be here. So take advantage of every.
Yes. Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself. Okay.
Right.
So we're going to just throw in something really quickly. I just want to give you guys a little tidbit. So my company is called Survivor Not by Chance. And I named my company Survivor Not by Chance because I did not survive by chance. I fought to survive. And just like my brother Robert, he didn't survive by chance. He fought to survive. And so many of us, we're fighting to survive every day. You know, life is a journey. There is no rule book to life. There is no specific thing that we have to do. There's no specific way or process that we need to follow in order for us to get to where we need to get to. So we have to take advantage of every opportunity that we can to be kind and to show love. Showing love doesn't cost us anything at all. It really does not. And this here is a living example. My brother said it many times tonight. Many times. Every time I asked him, how did you make it? He said, support of my family. Every single time. Support of my family. Support of my family. And because of the support from his family, he automatically was able to get through his situation.
Also,
yeah, go ahead.
A lot in our family, but you might have friends that's close to support you. So don't think it was just them we say support. They could be the man of your dollar when you ask anybody.
That's right. That's right. You made a great point, and I want to reiterate. Robert just said, your support may not always be family. Your support may just be friends. Your support may be your coworkers. Your support may just be your neighbor around the corner. Your support can look any way. We all have different dynamics. Embrace the dynamics that are coming your way. Embrace the support. People may not love you and your family. That's okay. You have a friend that loves you. You have someone at work that loves you. You have someone somewhere that loves you and will give you love. And so accept the support in any way you can that is coming your way. Thanks so much, bro. Thank you. And so before I forget, I want to also let you all know, when you go to Lovey's Hand, we're giving you coupons tonight, okay? This is exclusive to Survivor Not by Chance. We're giving you a coupon for lovesyshand.com. And the coupon is lovieshand.com. Make sure you use that going forward. All right. So we're going to, let me just tell you really quickly before I go. I am a certified life coach, and I became a certified life coach because I wanted to help people heal from trauma. When I was younger and I went to counseling, for me, it did not work because of my journey. My journey was different. Everyone has different journeys, and so it's very important for you to find someone that you can talk to that can help you through your journey. As a life coach, I am able to help people heal in multiple different ways. And so I use meditation as well as some tools that I use for myself to help me heal and help me progress. And every client that has been in my program from the beginning to the end of the 6 weeks or 8 weeks, they are very successful in regards to what they're doing now in their journeys. They have applied some amazing tools. They have been able to heal in so many parts of their lives and their journeys. Counseling or life coaching sessions, it's essential when it comes to healing, especially when you need to get a different perspective. It is all based on your own growth. I give my clients homework and I tell them, I need you to do this in order for you to be prepared for your next session. And so with these sessions, me giving these clients all of me in my raw form, along with my background, has allowed my clients to be successful. And I'm grateful and I'm honored. I have clients that have been all over the world, not just because of, I'm just saying this. If you just research and look, you can see I've been doing this for a long time, and I am serious, and I love to help people heal, because healing is not easy. Healing is a journey. Healing is work, but it is so rewarding. I would not be here today speaking to each and every one of you if I was not benefit from the reward of healing. I am also something called a psychic medium or a spiritual reader, where I use tarot cards and different types of oracle cards to help open up my clients in regards to what's going on in their future or what may happen in the past. And it allows us to bring up things to help them heal in different parts that they may not have been able to heal from, because our subconscious mind, sometimes we block things, sometimes we suppress things, and it's hard to bring things up. And so I use my psychic abilities as well in conjunction with my life coaching certifications to help my clients heal from trauma. And so I'm going to just play a really, really quick promo video about my readings, and just one moment. You ever have questions and just can't figure out the answers? Some people go to psychics. Well, guess what? You're in luck. My name is Aisya C, and I'm a psychic medium, and I'm able to help my clients see their next steps moving forward. You can find me on www.survivornotbychance.com. Also, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Survivor Not By Chance. All right, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. This was such a amazing experience to be here with my brother Robert. I'm so honored and so grateful that he agreed to be on the show. So Robert, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. It was amazing having you on the show.
Thank you, sis. I love you.
I love you too, bro. All right, so you all have an amazing evening. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be recording every single Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Each week, we're going to have a new guest. And trust me, next week, you're not going to want to miss the show. Next week we have, I'm going to just pull it out really, really quickly. We have Mark. He's going to be talking about his book, Strong Women, Fed Up, Defeated Sons, and Broken Daughters. And he's going to talk about his survival story. So you don't want to miss the show next week. See you next time. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for listening to the Survivor Not By Chance podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you to today's guest. We are survivors not by chance. We survive because we fought to survive. Peace and blessings to you all.